Tony Curtis, born Bernard Schwartz on June 3, 1925, rose from a childhood shaped by hardship in the Bronx to become one of Hollywood's most magnetic stars. The son of Hungarian Jewish immigrants, Curtis grew up during the Great Depression in a family that struggled to survive. Money was scarce, opportunities were limited, and by the time he was a teenager, he was already taking odd jobs to help keep the family afloat. These early experiences planted in him a relentless work ethic and a deep empathy that later became inseparable from his on-screen presence. After losing his father while still young, Curtis carried a maturity far beyond his years, one that audiences unknowingly connected with every time he stepped into a role. After serving in the U.S. Navy during World War II, Curtis pursued acting through the Dramatic Workshop in New York under Erwin Piscator. His early stage work revealed a natural charisma and emotional accessibility that quickly set him apart. By the late 1940s, Hollywood took notice, and Universal Pictures signed him. Curtis exploded into the 1950s as a rising star, blending striking looks with genuine talent. Soon he was headlining classics such as The Defiant Ones, which earned him an Academy Award nomination, Sweet Smell of Success, and the legendary comedy Some Like It Hot. His performances danced effortlessly between humor and drama, a rare versatility that kept him at the top of Hollywood's A-list for years. Curtis's personal life was equally legendary. His 1951 marriage to Janet Leigh made them one of Hollywood's most glamorous couples, and together they welcomed daughters Kelly and Jamie Lee Curtis, both of whom followed their parents into acting. After their divorce, Curtis married several more times, each relationship reflecting a different chapter of his evolving life. His marriages to Christine Kaufman, Leslie Allen, Andrea Savio, Lisa Deutsch, and finally Jill Vandenberg each revealed Curtis's enduring desire for companionship, stability, and love, even as fame complicated everything around him. His final union with Vandenberg, lasting until his death in 2010, marked a peaceful closing chapter filled with mutual support. Late in life, Curtis finally opened up about one of the most significant relationships in his professional world, his complicated bond with Burt Lancaster. The two starred together in several films, most famously Sweet Smell of Success. Curtis described Lancaster as a force of nature, a man whose presence on set was both intimidating and inspiring. Lancaster's intense discipline, perfectionism, and commanding aura often clashed with Curtis's more spontaneous style, creating a quiet rivalry that pushed both actors to new heights. Curtis admitted that working with Lancaster could be frustrating, yet he credited those challenges with shaping some of his finest performances. What surprised many was the affection behind Curtis's reflections. Off-camera, Lancaster revealed a dry humor, generosity, and vulnerability that few ever saw. Curtis spoke of private conversations, unexpected kindness, and life lessons that stayed with him for decades. He never called himself a mentor, Curtis said, but that's exactly what he was. He made me better, not just as an actor, but as a man. In 2010, Curtis faced a devastating diagnosis: chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. The illness slowly weakened him, and on September 23, 2010, he died of cardiac arrest at 85. His passing marked the end of a golden-era giant, a man whose journey from the Bronx to worldwide fame embodied courage, reinvention, humor, and heart. Even now, Curtis's legacy endures not only through his films, but also through the honesty with which he finally spoke about his peers, especially Burt Lancaster. In breaking his silence, Curtis revealed the truth behind a relationship built on challenge, respect, and a shared pursuit of greatness, one that shaped an entire chapter of Hollywood history.